Last week on MasterChef Australia, Adam made a shock decision.
So, Adam, does that mean that you're leaving today?
Yes. Thank you.
And it was the end of Craig's MasterChef journey.
It doesn't take much to knock you out. But, you know, it's not meant to be. It's not meant to be.
Tonight, an old-fashioned hoedown on a sheep farm in the Tablelands with only one thing on the menu.
Today we're on a lamb farm, it's pretty obvious.
Lamb. The final 12 must cook on an open fire
Hopefully I don't burn myself.
and battle the worst of the elements.
This is going to be a long day.
They're coming!
To feed 200 country folk ready for a spectacular feast.
That is so raw. Nightmare on Lamb Street.
At stake for the ultimate series winner, the chance to work alongside the country's top chefs, a book publishing deal, $100,000 to help realise their culinary dreams, and the title of Australia's next MasterChef.
We've finally reached the top 12 and it feels incredible to be here. It means that you're really showing the judges that you've got the potential to be the next MasterChef.
We're all sitting around the kitchen bench just reading a few magazines and the phone rings, which is a bit weird. I'll get it. Oh my God, it's Matt Moran.
What?
Hello?
Morning, contestants. It's Matt Moran here. How are you?
Hi.
Listen, guys, I'm actually up at my farm with my dad and up in country New South Wales, and I want to know if you guys want to join me.
Yeah!
We'll get yourselves organised, and I'll see you a little bit later on this afternoon.
Okay.
We grab our aprons and some warm clothes and head out. Yeehaw, we're going farming.
I'm really looking forward to getting out of the city. I know we're going to the Central Tablelands in New South Wales. It's beautiful countryside, undulating, you know, beautiful gum trees, and it's sheep country. Part of the reason I'm in MasterChef is that I'm making that progression out of the city life and towards the country.
Dusk is a beautiful time on the land, and the farm is picturesque. Rolling green hills. It's a really beautiful place to be.
Walking down into the paddock, it's cold and dark and there's fires burning around. It gives it a sort of a weird feeling, you know, it's at night and not really knowing what we're doing.
Welcome to Green Hills, the Moran family farm. Tomorrow, this paddock that you're standing in is playing host to a huge, old-school country hoedown.
We've been practicing. Heel and toe, side, side, heel and toe, side, side.
I think you guys are missing what sort of hoedown we're actually planning. Fortunately, we're going to be doing more cooking than dancing. Thank God, because I just saw those dancing skills. Tomorrow, you're going to be catering for the biggest buffet lunch this region has ever seen. Kate, you're from near here, aren't you?
Yeah, I live in the central west region of New South Wales, just in Orange, so
Yeah,
about...
you're very close. We're
Yeah.
nearly
Yeah.
neighbours. You must know what country people like to eat.
I do. I'm not going to tell them, though.
Ah.
Country people like food that is hearty, warm and full of flavour. They want to feel comforted and nourished by the food that they eat.
At dawn tomorrow morning, this place will turn into a massive outdoor kitchen. Each of you must prep and cook a dish for the buffet. It can be whatever you like, sweet or savoury.
You are cooking with one thing tomorrow, and that is fire.
There's many ways to cook over an open flame. It's been done for centuries.
I've never cooked on an open fire before, so hopefully I don't burn myself.
And then at 1 p.m, 200 country folk will be having lunch. Your lunch.
12 of us, 200 of them. This is going to be a long day.
They range from an age of 8 to 80. And they're not just your guests, they're also your judges. They'll cast a vote for the food they like best.
So it will really, really be about the food, not anything we've done in the past.
The votes will determine one winner and the bottom 3. If you win, you'll earn the respect of this country community. And you'll get the chance to cook for immunity. Winning that coveted immunity pin could be your ticket to that finals week. But if you make one of those 3 least impressive dishes, you're heading straight into a pressure test. And that could be the one that sends you home.
I've already been in 4 pressure tests, so I'm really hoping I do not get in the bottom 3.
Before we send you off, I think it's only fitting you actually meet the man who owns this place and runs this place, my father, Jim Moran.
I love it seeing Jim Moran turn up in his tractor. It just makes the whole thing feel so real, and he himself is a salt-of-the-earth kind of character.
Dad.
Matthew, hello.
Welcome to MasterChef.
Hello, MasterChef.
So, Dad, tell us why the farm is so special to you.
It's special because it's a beautiful place, and I do what I do, which is primarily lambs.
I can tell you guys, you're going to have the most beautiful pantry to rummage through. But there's only going to be one protein. Lamb, that's it. You guessed it. What lamb cuts have you organised for all the guys?
No cuts, whole lamb carcasses only.
Whole lamb carcasses.
I wouldn't say that I was confident about breaking down a lamb. I'm kind of shaking of nerves at the moment.
You don't have to cook with the lamb, but if you do, you need to respect it.
Has anyone butchered a whole lamb carcass before? I think it was only Gary telling me that he did a masterclass and he cut up a whole carcass.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you how to butcher the whole lamb. I'm going to do a rack of lamb, I'm going to do a loin of lamb, and also a belly of lamb.
Tell you what, that is one masterclass you did not want to be tired at. I can't wait for tomorrow.
We arrive on the farm this morning and time starts. We're going to be getting down and dirty and really getting into our cooking.
I've got 4.5 hours to cook. There's a campfire waiting for me, and that's about it. So I'm really freaking out.
Guys, good to see you in country attire. It is now 8:15. We have guests turning up at 12:45.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Watching everyone else running around and scrambling to the pantry, Hayden and I sort of thought, you know, the most important thing is that we've got to get this fire going, and without that, we're in big trouble.
Don't forget the lamb, huh?
Up near where you get the lambs, next to the shed, there's a big rosemary bush.
Lamb. And I run uphill to go and get my lamb. It's a long trek running up the hill. It's hard. The ground is very uneven. It's very slippery. I just run up as fast as I can and get the lamb.
Kuma! Over the shoulder!
What?
Give me this one, you go and get another one, yeah? Come on, go get another one. Go on.
Ambush. But now I've got to work my way up to get the second one. It's honestly the most difficult thing you can imagine. Oh dear.
Today we will be cooking at the Moran family farm. We will be cooking a buffet lunch for 200 guests. We'll be cooking over a fireplace, and the only protein we will have to cook with is lamb.
There's no room for the squeamish today. You know, you're going to have lamb juices on your shoulder, and you're going to have to put your hands in the carcass, and also we're on a time clock, so there's no time to be a princess about it.
Ali, over the shoulder!
I'm just hoping that I don't fall over because the grass is slippery and I'm holding this really heavy lamb.
Working with fire is really, really difficult. There's no consistent heat.
It's just boiling. It's going to be way too hot to cook on.
So you actually can't cook over a roaring fire. You need to let it die down and actually use the coals as the heat source.
I'm going to go really simple in this challenge. I'm going to butterfly out the lamb leg and what I'm hoping will be the star dish, which is a damper.
What I'm making is a marinated butterflied lamb leg, and I'm also going to make a naan-style flatbread, couscous salad, roast some pumpkin, and yogurt and garlic dressing.
Peter, I would love nothing more than to take that knife off you and do it for you.
But you can't.
But I'm not allowed to.
Fair enough. I've got a bit of work to bone all this stuff out, get it ready, and then really sort of start cooking.
Today I'm going to cook a lamb ragu with gnocchi and also a butterflied leg of lamb with char-grilled vegetables.
I don't think anyone else will be doing a pasta dish today, so hopefully that sets me above the rest. If I can pull it together, I think this will be a standout dish.
After sleeping on it, I've decided to change my plans and not cook lamb today. I think, most other people are going to cook lamb today. We're on a lamb farm, it's pretty obvious. And I think by offering a sweet option, I might be able to steal a few votes.
There's going to be a few kids here today, so I think I'm going to concentrate on catering for them. I'm going to, do a lot with some chocolate and hopefully that'll win them over.
I'm going to make some rocky road and also roast some marshmallow skewers on the fire and have a little bit of fun with them and chuck a strawberry on top.
Today I'm going to make a lamb curry. The lamb curry will serve with naan bread. I probably will do some rocky road as well. I think today's weather is just perfect for some hot curry to keep everyone warm.
I'm planning on cooking roast lamb today with roast potatoes, lamb kebabs and an apple crumble. My first step in breaking down the lamb is to get the shoulders off. You're trying to feel for the bones and where you think everything should come off. It's really hard. It's just under 4 hours to go, and I probably hope to have done deboning my shoulders by now, but I haven't, so yeah, I'm running behind schedule.
Matt, it's looking a little bit nightmare on Lamb Street. There's lots of butchering of lambs. Some of them doing a good job, but some of them didn't really listen to Gary in masterclass.
I'd be boning out the legs, boning out the shoulders, even the loins, and I'd just be flavouring it, marinating it for a couple of hours, and just barbecuing it.
Michael's not using the lamb.
That confuses me.
I mean, the country folk love something sweet.
Oh, look, they do, they love their baking and they love something sweet. But, I don't know whether they're going to come and just go, where's your main course?
1 hour down, 3.5 hours to go. We're worried you're not going to have enough for 200 people.
Ellie, how are you going?
Hey, Matt. I think I've done okay. I've taken out the bones.
Yeah.
Put stuffing in there and then
Yeah.
roll it and
Yeah.
then roast it like that.
How long have you wasted so far on this? Nearly an hour.
Yes.
And you've only done one shoulder. Yeah. If I was you, I'd get a move on.
If it's taken me an hour to do one shoulder and I need 4 roasts, I won't even have them on by the time the guests come.
The dishes that I'm going to be cooking today are a Moroccan tagine, leg of lamb baked in hay, a bread and butter pudding, corn on the cob, and some roasted potatoes.
Question.
Yes, chef.
What's the idea of cooking over beautiful wood?
It's in part flavour.
That beautiful wood smells absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
Get the rack over the top and seal them properly.
Okay. Yes, chef.
By the time I get all 2 legs and 2 shoulders deboned, we already spent 1 hour. Yes! I'm done. By the look of it, I'm actually ahead of most of the people, so I'm quite happy. But who knows?
I keep hearing that Billy and Peter have already deboned theirs and they've got all their shoulders and legs off. I am freaking out. I've got so much to do. Haven't even started my crumbles. Haven't even thought about assembling my kebabs. Time's just slipping away. It's going to be a lot harder than what I thought it would be.
You need to get heavy with your lambs because you've only got 2 hours to go. Come on.
I didn't realise how time-consuming it is to break down this lamb. I finally get my meat from my carcass. The next thing I do is I start rolling up my first shoulder. If it's beautifully cooked, you know, everyone's going to go for that. It's a cold day. Who wouldn't want roast potatoes and lamb?
I've got my braise on. My potatoes are on for my gnocchi. I'm just doing my second dish, which is butterflying out the lamb legs. They're just going to be rubbed with a dry rub, put on the grill with some roasted vegetables.
We've got some flames going and some hot coals on heating up. I think once that dies down, we're going to be ready to actually start cooking on the fire.
It's really hard to monitor the heat of that fire. And when you're up close, it burns you.
Cooking over a fire is always a bit of guesswork. The flames just keep shooting up and the intense heat coming off those coals, it feels like my face is just burning.
Billy, your curry is bubbling. At one moment it's Arctic conditions and now it's desert conditions. It's really terrible.
Ah! Jesus.
I have to be careful that the lamb doesn't burn on the fire, so that means that I have to keep getting that heat really evenly throughout the meat.
George, I think Ellie's in a world of pain over there. You know, I think she's confused. She doesn't know what to do. She's having problems with the fire.
And it's not just about cooking on the fire, it's the flavour that wood imparts into the meat.
I don't burn the first roast that I cook, so I turn it over and just hope for the best.
Hi, Michael.
Hello, Matt. How are you?
I want to introduce you to my dad, the lamb farmer. Do you want to tell us what you're cooking now?
I'm cooking desserts today.
No lamb?
No lamb, no disrespect, sir. I love lamb and I'm hoping to try some of your lamb, but, you know, if you've got 200 guests coming in, I figure some of them might like something sweet at the end.
I'm just trying to be smart. So, yeah, I really don't mean to be rude to Jim.
Got to do what you think's right.
Yeah.
How are we going, Ellie? There's a lot of lamb still on the bench.
Yeah, I know. And I'm going to use some other parts of the lamb, I think, like the racks.
Yeah. Do you know how to bone out the racks?
I saw Gary do it. He said it was very tricky, but...
Yeah, it is tricky.
Yeah.
You've got lots of lamb cut up there, which looks good, Dad.
It does look good.
Yeah?
It looks extremely good, and there's only bones left.
Very good, Billy. Very good.
Thank you.
What are you doing there?
I've made a marinade out of a lot of lemon juice and herbs, garlic, and I'm going to make a kind of naan bread, kind of yogurt dressing.
A bit of a lamb wrap.
I think it sounds good, and I'd like to have a bit of a try of that.
Yeah. Hayden, how are you going?
Oh, good, Matt, yeah.
What
not
are you
bad.
cooking?
I've got like a sort of Moroccan tagine shoulder, 2 baked legs of lamb that I'm baking in hay with, you know, rosemary, garlic, and a few other spices.
Yeah, well done. All right, cheers, Hayden.
All right, cheers. Thanks, Jim.
Jim, Danielle.
Hi, Jim. How are you going?
What are you cooking?
I've got the shoulder and the shins in a braise at the moment.
James, yep.
And I'm going to actually do a gnocchi to go with those.
Gnocchi?
Yes.
Oh, that's game.
Well, sometimes you got to take some risks.
I have total faith in this dish that I'm cooking, and I know that it's going to be tasty.
I would have thought country folk, gnocchi, you know, why not just do, you know, baked potatoes? What's your theory on Michael not using your lamb?
Culinary suicide, really. I really do believe that. It's a noose around the neck, and in the next hour they will have jumped.
Yep.
My grills are hot and I put the lambs on them. There is a delicious sizzle, but I'm concerned about the amount of fat that's on these very fat little lambs, and sure enough, it starts a fairly epic fire.
Whoa. Okay, can I use your tongs?
I'm actually feeling a bit shaken.
I don't know what to do about that now.
I know I've got to get my head back on track.
Move the meat.
The meat is still in the flames. Fire doesn't scare me, and so I just help her to move it to a cooler part of the fire.
Watch out, babe. Watch out. The flames are coming towards you.
Push some of these back.
Now move it onto that corner there.
I stand and look at that piece of lamb, which is blackened and looks burnt on the outside.
Yeah, that's pretty charred.
I don't actually know whether or not this lamb can be saved now. It's very black. Gnocchi is a great way to dress up potato.
Now I just need to get it all together and we'll have lamb with gnocchi.
It looks like Sun's really struggling. To me, that meat's not looking good.
You need to actually cut through and see what the meat's like underneath.
I'm feeling very panicky and very worried, and I haven't actually started cooking the dish that I originally planned.
What have you tried to do?
Like toast, scrape it.
Are you happy serving that? I mean, you know.
That's still raw.
Are they?
I can tell it's raw from here.
How do you know that?
Oh, yeah, that is so raw.
Yeah, right.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that is so raw.
Yeah, right.
I don't actually know whether or not this lamb can be saved now. I don't know if it's edible.
Cut the shoulders off, and where it's raw, put that down and start cooking it from the other side.
Viking style. Come on, throw them on.
Okay, I take his advice. I cut off the shoulder. I put them back on to cook because I've got to cook these legs.
I'm pretty happy with my lamb curry, but I also wanted to make dessert. So I decided to make my Rocky Road.
I know Michael is doing Rocky Road as well, so I hope mine's a little bit better than his.
Michael and I kind of have a, you know, rivalry.
Michael, is your Rocky Road better than mine?
I beat you last week on desserts, mate.
Who's the pastry chef king now?
This is the worst I've seen you cook.
I lost on that challenge and, you know, he claimed the title of dessert.
Billy's been crying every day since Michael beat him in that challenge.
I have some secret ingredients in my Rocky Road. Shut up!
I think this time I have to prove myself that I actually can do dessert.
Definitely better than yours, mate.
Yeah, not this time, mate.
Now that I've got my roasts on and my potatoes are on, I feel good that I've got one dish at least out of the way, and now I've just got to do my lamb kebabs and my crumble.
Ali's got lamb everywhere. What's going on?
That's what worries me. They've had 3 hours and she's still got a knife in her hand, boning out lamb.
Peter definitely looks like he belongs in the country, but what do you think about his dish, Matt?
I just don't know about a lamb wrap for country people.
We're in the country. It's fresh air, open fire, and Danielle's making gnocchi. How are you going to boil that
The water, and that's how's she going to get the water hot enough? You know, but I'll tell you what, it's a big risk.
It is taking forever to roll out these gnocchi. I don't know if I'm going to get this done in time.
This challenge is so tough. My potatoes are very crusty on the bottom, but quite raw in the middle. I'm quite worried if they're going to be cooked in time.
I have a bit of a wrestle trying to get my naan into a shape that I can get on the griddle. My big fear is it's going to melt or something. It's going to drop through into the bottom.
Hopefully it won't stick to the... Look at that. It's just like an Indian restaurant.
It looks a thing of beauty. I mean, I flip one over, it's toasty on that side, brush some of this olive oil and garlic on. This is going absolutely to plan.
Michael's Rocky Road is the traditional Rocky Road. Mine's definitely a little bit different. I added raspberries because I want the acidity of the raspberries to give a nice balance to the sweetness of the chocolate. I'm pretty confident that people will like it. Cheeky Michael brings over his version of Rocky Road.
There's an example of how it should be.
Oh, that's disgusting. I'm not even sure it's a Rocky Road. It's a big block of chocolate, that's for sure.
Cutting to it is pretty hard, it's pretty sweet. His Rocky Road is heavy, definitely heavy.
No, I'm winning.
Stress for time. I've got to make my crumble and assemble my skewers and then grill them and plate up.
You've got half an hour to go, and we want to see food on the table.
I move on to the mashed potatoes. If I don't have enough time, the beauty is that I can just serve them as baked potatoes. It's a perfect sort of win-win dish. Oh, that's love. Look at that. A bit longer, you reckon? No, look at that.
No, you gonna mash them?
I think I'm just gonna serve them like that.
Getting this water on a rolling boil, it's so difficult on an open fire. My first batch of gnocchi is overcooked. Then just too watery and then not holding their shape. All that work wasted.
Michael, you've got something for the buffet?
I've got some Rocky Road, yeah.
Ooh, looks good. Less than 15 minutes to go. We need to see some food on the buffet. You need to push on now.
It's cold and blustery, and it looks like it's going to rain, and it's freezing.
It's starting to rain, as if we need any other troubles today. The rain is pouring down. Our food now, when we put it on the table, is going to be wet and sodden.
It's raining and my food's gonna get wet.
This is just great. I've got so much to do and I'm gonna have wet food. Things aren't going well at all for me today. I'm gonna be lucky to get anything on that buffet.
You have 2 minutes to go, guys. Please, don't embarrass me.
And if you're not nervous enough, look up at the hill. There's lots of people there.
Everyone's about to come over the hill, and like right now I can hear them. I actually can see them. And well, I've got to get some food up on the table.
Well, I can smell the open fire. Are you hungry? Yes! No, you're not that hungry. Are you hungry? Yes! Right, let's go and get some food.
Hey, Gary! They're coming!
I look up and we're being invaded by hundreds of people coming down the hill. It's pretty scary.
4.5 hours of hard work comes down to this. You guys have got 60 seconds. I would be running.
Well done, look how many there are.
Oh, shivers. My God, look at all these people.
Come on, guys.
Come on, guys, get the buffet happening.
They're coming!
Come on, guys.
You guys have got 60 seconds. I would be running.
Hot, real hot.
It's 1 p.m. Country Hoedown's about to commence. The people are arriving, and really, we're just doing our best. But there's a sense of panic in the air.
Come on, Ellie.
Gotta go and serve my food. Let's go.
Welcome to Moran's family farm. I know the weather's not great, but these guys have put a lot of effort in today. Whichever one you like, you get a little chick, 1 chick per person, put it in the can, and that person will be the winner. Go for it.
Hello, how you going?
Hey, hi there. Who wants lamb curry?
It's a little damper, but I thought I'd use the fire. Here we go, take this off. Get some lamb into you. Feel free to let me buy your vote with this.
Okay.
Well, this is Sun's dish.
Ooh. She's made barbecue lamb, damper, and a little sort of green salad.
Really nice.
She was in all sorts of pain today in that outdoor kitchen. She's done a good job.
She has.
I love it. And the damper, I think that's super.
Can I make one of these up for you? This is like a garlic naan, some barbecued lamb, barbecue pumpkin, couscous salad, and garlic dressing over the top.
My food is more for like maybe a Balmoral beach party rather than freezing cold in the central tablelands.
Peter worked so hard today.
Do we try it?
Ooh.
Nicely cooked lamb.
I think it's a great little combination of flavours. I think that bread is an absolute winner. It's really light. I want the recipe. It's fantastic.
Bloody freezing, isn't it? This is a Moroccan lamb tagine. Tagine? Yep, certainly. We'll give it a go. Trying to get a decent bit for you. Yeah, it's got some figs in there as well, and I got another one with raisins coming, so no worries. Let me get you a bit of sauce, mate. You want a roast tater to go with it?
Jacket potato, but that's just nice and soft. It's got that beautiful roast flavour on it.
That's a dish for me. I love that. You know, that's a perfect country in a paddock kind of meal.
And I love it.
Yeah.
George, what did I say to you earlier? Can't wait to have a little bit of barbecued corn.
Oh, yum. I
stuff.
love this.
Hello. Hi. I've made roast lamb, roast potatoes, apple crumble, and I've got some skewers on at the moment that are coming. Yes, so just vegetables and lamb.
There's Ellie's dish. And then she's also done a crumble, I think. Oh, yeah. There's a crunch in there, isn't there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. These are...
Oh.
Can't eat it. They're rock hard.
Yeah. Not good at all. Look at that lamb. It's so overcooked.
What a shame.
So she's got some things there that are undercooked, overcooked. She's really just everywhere today, Ellie.
So we've got a whole heap of char-grilled vegetables, and this is a lamb ragu with a potato dumpling on the bottom. And so we've got some carrots, capsicum, and some corn, and some spring onions. Sorry it's a bit cold. It's been very hard to keep anything warm in this weather.
The gnocchi's lost all its shape, and now it pretty much looks like mashed potato.
Carrots are nice and soft.
Carrots have got a lovely bit of orange on them and cumin seed.
Lamb's really nicely cooked. It's got nice flavour. It's been barbecued.
That gnocchi is not gnocchi, and
why not just do beautiful roast potatoes?
Lamb curry, anyone? There you go. Thank you. You can have a... So they're perfect for this weather. Yeah, I have dessert later.
guys, this is Billy's.
The chickpeas are great. I think the nice combination with the lamb.
Yeah, that lamb is really, really tasty. It's got some nice spices in there. I like it.
Rocky Road, anyone? You gotta taste it before it rained on.
I love that red.
The raspberry. Oh, yeah, enjoy.
Raspberry really makes it.
As well as that, he did a dessert.
Kids are going to love that. That's all I'm going to say. A ton of sugar, you know, chocolate crackles in there, raspberries, does all the right things.
Fresh raspberries. For me, the raspberry makes it.
How you doing? Do you need some sweets? I'm deserting. Beautiful. I've got some beautiful Rocky Road for you. Who feels like toasting marshmallows? We'll just chuck our marshmallows in here. Do you like strawberries, Edward? If you like it, vote for Michael.
Well, I've got Michael's food. He didn't cook any lamb. Let's taste the Rocky Road, eh?
Kids will be loving that because it's full of chocolate, full of marshmallow.
Sugar.
It's all the stuff they love to eat. He did these little marshmallow skewers. I really don't think Michael's done the best job today in terms of cooking, but he's possibly done the best job today in terms of selling.
Yeah.
It's really sweet and caramelised. Nice.
The lamb curry was perfect, especially for the weather situation.
I've seen people putting the chickens into my tin. I'm confident that I have got some votes. I don't know how many.
Make sure to vote for the lamb curry and the Rocky Road. Thank you very much.
The dish I tasted and liked most was Billy's Rocky Road, especially the fresh raspberries in it's made a really big difference to it.
I had some lamb and some flatbread and I thought they were scrumptious. Meat was quite good, but I didn't really like the lettuce. That wasn't that good.
I'm enjoying this cob of corn, mate.
I just had a little kebab, and it was to die for.
It has to be nice. There's nothing left. I got to get more.
Watching all the country locals leave, I suppose, you know, you can be happy in the thought that they've had a good meal. Hopefully it's warmed them up a little bit and they've voted for you.
What a day. I think we covered all of the elements: earth, fire, wind, and rain. The votes that your guests cast will determine who wins today, and of course, who produced the 3 least impressive dishes. If you're one of the bottom 3 today, then you'll face a pressure test. And from there, one person will be going home.
I have a really bad feeling that I'm probably going to be in the pressure test.
We move into the shearing shed for the verdict. The vote's been cast by the people of the community, so we've just got to wait and see what they think.
Dad, hard conditions. How do you think they went?
Well, I think they did well. And I think anybody who didn't cook lamb was a brave person. But having said that, I think you did well.
I've taken a bit of a risk. I didn't cook lamb on a lamb farm. I only cooked desserts. I did this to be different, but now it's a question of whether the public like it or not.
Your judges were the guests that came to our party. They voted for the dish that they loved the best.
In the end, it's about understanding what the customer wants.
I'm about to reveal the names of the people who got the most votes today. If I call your name, please step forward. Michael.
I'm shocked hearing my name called, but I took a huge risk, and I guess I'm kind of happy that I did that and I stuck to my guns.
Michael, I think you know why you did well. You set yourself up to do a couple of sweet treats, which the kids loved, and there was a fair few of them. That's a winning strategy, so you've got to be congratulated. Good stuff.
And the next name? Billy.
Wow, I never came before. I never cooked in an open fire. This is not something I would imagine.
One of you scored 20 votes and the other a whopping 35 votes.
Whoa.
Dad, do you want to announce the winner?
And I will now, with relish, announce the winner as Billy.
Thank you very much. Best in show, there you go. So, very happy. Today, I'm the best.
Well done, Billy. And you appealed to a large number of people. You made that wonderful lamb and chickpea casserole, a little bit of spice in it. And I think, you know, for farmers that want to eat big and hearty food on a cold, wet, rainy day, perfect. And then for the kids, that sweet treat, the Rocky Road. You know, it was a perfect little finisher. And obviously, a lot of those little chicks ended up in your bucket, and they were from little hands just reaching in. So well done. You deserve the win.
Thank
Good
you.
stuff.
Thank you.
How does it feel to pit Michael to the post this time?
Yeah, we're even now.
Billy, that means you get to play for immunity. Think what that means in terms of your strategy, your game plan going forward in this competition. Take the shine off the fella behind you, Hayden, who's been wearing that little golden badge for some time now. So well done today, and I think we can send the two of you out of here. Off you go. See ya.
With the good comes the bad. It's time to look at the dishes that attracted the least amount of votes. Knowing how hard you guys worked today, this is a really tough moment.
I'm kind of expecting to be in the bottom and wish I'd done better.
If I call your name, please step forward. Danielle. Ali. And finally, Peter. To the rest of you, you cooked well enough to survive today. We'll see you back in the MasterChef kitchen. Off you go. Guys, this is a tough challenge. It was just the day and the moment. They didn't want to eat your food, hence why you didn't get the chickens in the bucket, okay? Danielle, Matt and I were just shaking our heads when we heard you were doing gnocchi. It's the wrong dish for this environment.
You know, I made the #1 mistake. I didn't really take into account what my customers really wanted. Another pressure test. Look, I know that there are people in this competition who have done more than me, but having the scare that I had with the last one, I'm really, really worried about this one.
Ali, you tried your best. Those potatoes were undercooked, okay? They were raw.
I'm just always in pressure tests, and I just don't want to go through another one.
Peter, I really couldn't fault what you did today. You worked so hard, so organised, but you know what? It's that perfect food, imperfect experience. And that's what it came down to.
I don't feel that I judged the crowd correctly, and I don't believe that my food was appropriate for the weather.
Guys, a tough day, a tough job, probably a tough crowd. But in life, we all get knocked over. We all fall in the mud. The trick is get up, fall over, get up again, fall over, get up. That's life.
You now need to dry off, get warm, have some sleep, and get ready to fight in the MasterChef kitchen again. See you back there tomorrow. Off you go.
Tomorrow night on MasterChef Australia.
This pressure test isn't about duplication.
The contestants have to improve on a French classic.
Stuck à l'orange.
I'm thinking yuck à l'orange.
Some pace about you, I love it.
In the race to avoid elimination, they're all feeling the heat.
10 seconds to go.
Come on.
In the end, only one question matters.
Have you got what it takes, or will you go home?
And later in the week...
Today, you're getting to do your first proper catering job.
A team challenge at two very different events. But there's just one goal: deliver what the client wants.
We've made a mistake in our planning. I'm back!
She's not organised, she's running around, she's lost it.